According to analysts, airlines are considering charging passengers more in fees during peak demand periods like the Christmas holiday coming up. Joining us now with more on this, Seth Kaplan, a managing partner of Airline Weekly. Welcome to the show, Seth. Great to have you here. So we're already hearing that Spirit Airlines is raising bag fees between December 18th and January 5th. Are we going to see a whole lot more of this from other airlines as well?
Yeah, well, Spirit tends to be more aggressive than most, and then the other airlines watch Spirit, see what it gets away with, and kind of decide what they can do with their own airline. So absolutely, more of this is to come, although Spirit will always be the most extreme unbundler, as they would say it, unbundling the fares to a degree that most other airlines don't.
So we talk about baggage fees, but are there other kinds of fees that will go up as well?
Yeah, I mean, even if you just look at Spirit, seat assignment fees, that's one. You know, some airlines charge you if you want a particularly special seat, an exit row seat, for example, but Spirit charges you if you want to pick any particular seat at all. Other airlines are starting to do that. Even Delta, for example, certainly not an ultra low-cost carrier like Spirit, has some fares now that don't come with seat assignments. If you want a seat, you have to pay extra. Just another example of the kinds of things you'll start to see.
You have to pay extra. Well, that's astonishing.
Well, if you want a particular seat. So, and that's one thing to keep in mind. Don't be fooled. If it looks like you absolutely have to pay for a seat assignment, you never do. That would be illegal. So keep in mind as a consumer, if it looks like that, you don't. If you have a confirmed seat, even if you don't have an assigned seat, the airline does have to assign you a seat, but it might not be the seat you want. It might be that last middle seat, last row next to the bathroom.
Let's get back to fees for a second here.
Yeah.
So airlines expected here in North America to collect something by like $8.2 billion in fees this year. That's up 10% last year when it was $7.5 billion. How do you think consumers are going to react to this?
Well, they won't be happy, certainly, but they'll tolerate it, just like they've tolerated so much else that's happened. And, certainly there is some consumer benefit to this, particularly for people who are good at playing this game. In the end, what happens now is this product that used to be very, as I said a moment ago, bundled, where it included almost everything. Now they've taken it apart, and the very lowest fares, if you play the game right, can still be very cheap. And it's everybody else who's paying for all the extras, even those extras that they don't realize are extra, that are certainly subsidizing the very cheap fares.
Well, I'll tell you what's galling me today, because we took a look at what the airlines are saving on oil prices. Jet fuel is down and down dramatically. And if you do the math, it looks like they're saving about a penny per gallon. For every gallon that prices go down by a penny, they save $190 million. That's $8 billion since June alone. Well, we're not going to share in that. You're going to raise my prices. You're introducing dynamic pricing into bag fees, for goodness sakes. I understand my fare goes up and down based on demand. That happens all the time. I'm used to that. But bag fees, does it cost them more to put my bag on a plane just because it's Christmas rather than, December 28th?
It doesn't cost them more. They're simply doing what really every business is trying to do, which is get everybody to pay as much as they're willing to pay. If you think about, happy hour, let's say at a restaurant, the drinks and the appetizers might be cheaper between 5 and 7 in the evening when not as many people want to eat. That's what airlines are doing. And, it's not new, the idea, of course, of fares being different by day of week and by season. But they've gotten to where the technology especially has let them, even vary the bag fees based on how badly you want to check a bag on a certain day, pretty much.
Seth, thanks for coming on tonight.
Thank you, Terry.